Hello, Lost My Ice Cream here again, and we are going to start a new series. And I'll call it Let's Build a List. And yes, it is heavily influenced by the mini wargaming Let's Build a List videos. And the first thing I want to talk about is Eldar. So I'm going to make a few videos, these are mainly tactics. And of course I'm just going to talk about it, but these are also for fun armies. So first out we have the 500 point Eldar list. This, by the way, is the kind of locker that I made in school. And there are the molds. You can't see them because I don't have the flash on. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna bust out the molds and kind of show you what the main idea is. I haven't actually tried this army yet, but I will in time. So, talking about the army. This is a very Ulthwe themed army, so first off, the HQ. We have a Farseer that I can't find now. There he is. Focus in. Thank you. He has Fortune and Doom, because that's just mandatory in these armies. And he has Spear Stones and Runes of Warring. Those are Runes of Witnessing, what am I talking about? And that's just because... well, hello. So, back to the army. That was odd. Okay, I was talking about the Farseer, the HQ of the army. The reason why I chose him is because, well, it's an Ulthwe army, and Ulthwe uses a lot of Psykers. And, as I said, Fortune, Doom, Spirit Stones, and Runes of Witnessing. And you might think, Runes of Witnessing in a 500 point game? What are you, insane? And yes, I am. He costs 140 points, but the reason why I want to add the Runes of Witnessing is because... camera won't focus. Is because, first of all, I want him to be able to almost make his psych test every single time. But it also has some points to fill in. So, for example, let's say we're fortunate ourselves. 6, 7, 8. We made it. But if we keep rolling like this, we're probably gonna end up having a result that's really bad. Like I said, that's 10, we barely made it. But with 3d6, picking the lowest two, we definitely made it. So, like I said, Runes of Witnessing, always useful. And of course, it costs like 10 points, or is it 15? I can't remember. No matter what the case might be, it's useful. And onto the troops, I have 2 units of them. Here we have a Guardian squad with a Shuriken cannon. And we also have an, I think that's a Warlock, yes. A Warlock with Enhance. Because always, if you're always gonna into close combat with Guardians, you might want to use Storm Guardians with this, but I don't have any. Make sure you have a Warlock who has Enhance, because that really raises their initiative, raises their weapon skill, always good. And this is kind of the hammer units. The next squad is kind of the ones who are gonna sit back. Missile launcher and 10 members. No Warlock in that, so it's really important that you keep them on distance, like the other edge of the table on a vantage point. And the Wave Serpent. The Wave Serpent is, I mean, it's always useful. You might want to swap out that Bright Lance for something, but I prefer to keep it on. 500 points, you're not going to be fighting a lot of armor 13 or 14. But it's always handy having string 10 AP2. So, like I said, Twinning Spirit Stones. Spirit Stones are always useful. Did I just say Twinning Spirit Stones? I probably did. I'm kind of tired, as you might be able to tell. Twinning Bright Lances, Spirit Stones, and our old good trusty energy field. And these guys are going in that. So first turn, you fortune up your own unit, and if you can doom something, do that. But if you can't, it's not the end of the world. You jump into that off the enemy target. Usually wait to turn 2 if you have something like facing a small Space Marine squad that you're gonna kill. Wait for them to get a bit closer first, and then bust out in like 12 inches, pop a tank, because you can still fire a weapon with the fast tank. And of course, slice and dice them. Of course, we always have the problem that you're facing like a very weak close combat army, Tau for example. You will always have your vehicles up front as quick as possible, get into close combat as quick as possible, and really slaughter them all. I think that's it I have to say for my 500 point army list. And like I said, I haven't tried this yet, because I don't play 500 points that often. But now I'm going to display my normal points army. In other words, like 1000 points, so I'll discuss a little bit about that. And thanks for watching.